Mountain East Conference Championship Basketball, presented by the Health Plan, live from West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia. Tonight's semifinal game, the Concord University Mountain Lions against the Fairmont State Fighting Falcons. As we take a look at our bracket, this is how we get to the championship game tomorrow. Earlier tonight, we'll talk about this later coming up. Number 1 West Liberty defeated Glenville State 105-100 in double overtime. Just an amazing game. And then, of course, our game coming up here in just a few moments will decide who will meet the number 1 seed West Liberty in the championship game tomorrow afternoon. And Brad, when you just go back a few moments, really, to that game we saw earlier. What an amazing contest.
Just a fantastic game to start the night here. So we're maybe getting a little bit of a late start here, but I think we've got another good one straight ahead here.
Oh, I think you're right. I'm looking forward to this contest. These two teams split during the regular season.
And how about Boubacar Gigo for Concord? Keep an eye on him. His 19th double-double yesterday as he gets 24 points and 16 rebounds, and he's a human highlight film there as you see him attacking the rim. Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. You can see him erase shots as well. Real talent coming up here in just a bit. And when you talk about Fairmont State, one of the premier teams in this league, and it was David Jolinder yesterday, 7 of 8 from the field, had 16 points in a hard-fought win over Frostburg. Fairmont able to hang on and advance to tonight's semifinal.
They were 2 great games yesterday. We expect the same thing here tonight at West Banco Arena. Stay with us. Coming up, Mountain East Championship Basketball.
We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
Veteran head coach Todd May of the Concord University Mountain Lions joins us now. And Coach, you've split with this team during the regular season. What do you expect from the Fairmont State Falcons tonight?
I'm going to expect 40 minutes of a great basketball game. Very hard fought, competitive. It should be a great one.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight, okay? That's Todd May, 10th-year head coach of Concord University. Our starting lineups are presented by Omni Strategic Technologies, better business through technology. And when you look at the starting 5 for both these teams, same starting 5 they went with in their quarterfinal round games. For Fairmont State, Dre Carter, David Jolinder, Ty Peterson, C.J. Meredith, and Renee Diop. And for Concord University, Josiah Rickards, Kamani Wirtz, Anthony Hanna, Xavier McCall, and Boubacar Gigo will be the starting five for both these ball clubs, and looking forward to it tonight. I think when you look at a team that Concord lost by 7 at home, they won by 8 at Fairmont State. So that should tell you, Brad, we should have us a pretty good basketball game tonight.
I agree. I think we have 2 evenly matched teams here tonight, Fred.
Tip was controlled by Fairmont State. Jolander with the ball. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Nothing but man-to-man from Concord University. That's what Todd May knows. That's what he teaches. Dre Carter, youngster that took a while to get going in the quarterfinals, but when he did what Dre Carter does. Jolander from the corner, off the mark. A few butterflies in the semifinals. What do you think?
A little bit strong after the great performance yesterday from Jolander. 7 of 8 from the field was a big factor in the victory for the Falcons.
In their black uniforms, the University of Concord University Mountain Lions, jumper for 3, and you'll count it for McCall. A 6'3" senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, opens the scoring for us tonight, and Concord on top. Looking to get things going offensively, and instead a turnover. Pass intended for Ty Peterson along the baseline, just a little too far over.
Good
Outside
cross
jumper by McCall.
Excuse me, I was just going to say, great job by McCall. Carter off him just a bit. McCall said, I'll go ahead and just step it in from here.
McCall averages just a little over 5 points a game, but on the mark with that one. And again, we expect the same type of defense for both teams, you know, Brad.
Fairmont State yesterday really good, not only individually on the ball, but good help side. They loaded up the paint quite a bit yesterday on Frostburg, trying to shut down Trey Simmons.
Jumper over the basket by Wirtz. And coming away with it, Fairmont State. Got it down inside, ball stabbed away from Diop. It'll stay with the Fighting Falcons.
These are 2 teams, Fred, that are really good in the half court. Fairmont State, top 1% nationally in points per possession in the half court, so they can go fast, they can be deliberate. Concord the same way. They'll want to get it in the half court and work that paint.
Way outside, shot is off the rim, bounced around and still coming out with it. Fairmont State spinning through the lane, forcing the shot up, won't go, but a nice follow.
Yeah, nice job by Meredith. Almost a pass to himself. Just had the tough contest shot up off the glass, but was the first leaper back to it in the putback.
7 points in the win in the quarterfinal round for C.J. Meredith. Again, around the perimeter, great ball movement, jumper for 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Rickards, 6'3" sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Yeah, nice job getting a paint touch and a kick out for 3. A wide open look for the Mountain Lions.
So the lead is 4 for the Mountain Lions of Concord University. The number 6 seed in this tournament. They upset the number 5 seed, University of Charleston, to get here into the semifinal game. Whistle and another turnover traveling.
Well, that'll be a good matchup inside. Diop, the big guy for Fairmont State, and the former Mountain Lion, going against the defensive player of the conference in Gigo. And that was just a good job by Gigo. Stood his ground, pushed Diop to the edge, forced the step on the baseline and the turnover.
He did indeed. The big toe of the white shoe, you can see clearly on the line. Into the front court. Ball brought in by the hands of Wirtz for Concord University. Spinning through the lane. Fall away jumper rolls off the rim. Won't fall for Hannah. And again, the rebound belongs to Fairmont State. One and done has been the norm for Concord University. Shot is blocked, but a foul will be whistled.
So Dobbs using his strength right here, Fred. Look at him, put it down, get to the basket, thinks he has a clear shot, and here comes Gigo from the weak side with the swat, but the foul called before that.
How impressive, though, was Dobbs in the quarterfinal round game? He just did what he wanted to do. I thought his defense was just as impressive as anything.
Agree, especially on the final play of the game when the player of the year in the league, Trey Simmons, was going right at the basket, with a chance to tie. Dobbs with a tremendous job of contesting, going straight up, but not fouling and forcing the miss.
There's a young man that's 6'4". He had 6 points and 6 rebounds in that quarterfinal round win. Zacchaeus Dobbs, 6'4" redshirt freshman. Free throw's good, and it's a 6-3 ball game. Inside 17 minutes remaining in our first half. West Banco Arena. The Mountain East Conference Championships. Semifinals today. Championships come up tomorrow afternoon for the women and the men.
See the pressure defense out front by Joey Brown. I thought he was a big factor in yesterday's game when he came in, provided a great spark on both ends of the floor for the Falcons.
Bubakar gets the ball down on the low block. McCall takes it up strong. And Sabir McCall has his 5th point of the game.
And what a great job by McCall. Has the taller Brown on him. A little bit of elbow clearing space right there. Got Brown up in the air. Took the contact and got the and one opportunity.
Nice job by the young man from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Free throw line, no good this time off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Fairmont State's Joey Brown.
You don't see a miss very often from the line for Concord, an excellent free throw shooting team, near 80%.
And as a team, that is just tremendous, regardless of what division you play in. Ball stolen away by Concord University. This time it was Wirtz coming out of there with it to McCall. Back out on top as they take it around the perimeter. Jumper for 3. Off the top of the key, won't go, but a long offensive board.
And that's what they do, Fred. 20th in the country in offensive rebounds. About 14 per game are the Mountain Lions.
Off glass, really, really nice body control by Kamani Wirtz. And Wirtz, who had 9 points in the quarterfinals. It's his first 2 up. It's a 10-3 ball game. Real good ball movement, looking for the open man and finding him in the corner. How about that? Great shot by Joey Brown. Had 9 points, the 6'6" junior. He came off the bench in the quarterfinals and was the real spark of that head coach Tim Koenig needed.
Now credit Dobbs. They're getting a paint touch and then a kick out for a 3. You love those for Tim Koenig.
Little bump outside. Ball still controlled by Concord. They lead it 10-6. Turnaround jumper left a little short. Fighting though, getting the rebound, taking it up.
What a nice job by Gigo. He elevates up but doesn't go over the back. Just topped it to himself. You saw the leaping ability right there. What a play.
The 6'8" junior. Very, very impressive and a good start. A 12-6 lead for Concord University.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Attention Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Regional State Farm Insurance agents are proud to support the 2026 Mountain East Conference Tournament. Call one of MEC's sponsoring agents today: Mark Zeck in Grafton, Chad Broadwater in Wheeling, Carrie Antelock in Fairmont, Rob Johnson in Clarksburg, and Jody Perry in Elkins. All right, we have played about 5.5 minutes, Brad. What have you seen so far from each of these ball clubs?
Well, so far from the Concord side, I think you got to be happy with the pace if you're Todd May. You're getting into a half-court set and been very effective, especially with McCall early. If you're Fairmont, I think you want to try and pick this up a little bit and see if you can speed the game up.
Fairmont has the ball. And we got a whistle, and it's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Joey Brown on the charge. Brown was coming off a screen, and the charge is going to be called. It looked on Joey Brown, even though it's Miguel Martinez kind of pleading the case.
Yeah, here it is, a look at it away from the ball, down on the baseline. Got Martinez there on the illegal screen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Is that who they gave it to? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm with you. Brown was the one that went down.
He was.
Martinez, as you identified, gave it away by he was the one doing the lobbying there.
He was, are you sure, Mr. Official? And the officials are usually pretty sure. 12-6, 14:24 left in our first half. Concord University with the lead and the ball, working it down the far side of the floor. Directing some traffic out on top. Kamani Wirtz over to Gigo. And Gigo is there to clean it up, but missed the first shot. Had it blocked from behind. And the ball stays, though, with Concord University. Another rebound. Does the kid work hard inside or what?
That's a couple guys working hard. Gigo with about 13 offensive rebounds on that possession. But credit Rene Diop. He stayed right in there with 2 different blocks on that possession and ultimately getting possession back for the Falcons. That was a fun exchange for no points coming out.
None whatsoever and no fouls. I think that's even better. Diop is 6'8". Boubacar is 6'8". Now, I got to believe Diop has a few more pounds on him, but a heck of a battle down underneath. Nice drive to the basket by C.J. Meredith.
Yeah, nice attack there in recognition by Meredith. Diop and Gigo were battling right there and locked up. Meredith noticed the driving lane, took it right to the rim.
He is a heady player. We'll see how Jolander does tonight, because I thought, even no question, he was the key last night in the quarterfinals. And underneath, and McCall is really feeling it in this game's early goings.
Yeah, he's impressive, Ruts. The blow-by drive there, a near steal from Brown, but it ends up in the hands of McCall, who takes it up, draws the contact as he got Diop up in the air there, and we'll go to the line.
So McCall now with 5 points in the ball game. 1 shot coming here.
And obviously, we'll keep a close eye on Diop's foul situation tonight. It is so critical for Fairmont for him to stay in the lineup to go against Gigo. That was just the first for Diop.
Fairmont trailing by 4. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Concord. Dre Carter returns to the lineup for Fairmont. Joey Brown will get a breather. And McCall will set down. He will get a breather, and coming in for Concord is Eldon Terry, 6'8" junior. He scored 6 off the bench in the quarterfinals.
Well, Meredith thought he got contact. He did get contact. Thought he was going to get a foul call. Tried to get the shot up in anticipation, but no call there.
Outside jumper off the mark, and it's Jolander with the rebound for Fairmont. 14-8 ball game. 6-point lead for Concord. They have led from the opening tip. Jumper off the mark, but following and putting it up strong. Nice play by Meredith.
Second time we've seen Meredith rebound his own missed shot and get up in a hurry with the putback.
So back to within 4. Come the Falcons. The Mountain Lions with the lead and the ball. But on top, jumper will be for 3 and just a bit outside.
We're seeing Fairmont, just like we did yesterday, doing a nice job with Diop with that drop coverage there, not allowing Gigo to be able to roll down the lane for some of those alley-oops that we've seen him like to take. So far, early good work in the paint defensively for the Falcons.
And I think that's going to be the key in this game. I'm not so sure offense, you have to score points, but I'm not sure offense is the real key in this ballgame. I think defense is going to decide it.
How about Diop right there doing a nice job going up over and around Gigo for the rebound. And now we got little emotions running high here early in the game. Big game here, Fred.
Big game. Winner comes back in the championship to face the #1 seed West Liberty. I think a good job by the leaders on both these teams. Just push your kids back out of the way and let's move on.
Yeah, good job by the officials, too.
Yes,
Didn't have a quick trigger finger there. Just got everybody calmed down. How about that rebound by Diop right there? Gigo had the inside position on him and is one of the best rebounders in this league. Diop slices right by him and comes up with the board.
So the officials are going to talk to both head coaches and get everything squared away to make sure everybody's happy. Now, more importantly, the officials Brad are going to talk to themselves and then take a look at it, I would think.
Yeah, we're just going to take a look here, make sure there was nothing there that needs to be upgraded. I also think this is probably a pretty good call early in the game. You don't want emotions to get away from you early. We've got a lot of game time left here, Fred, so get this calmed down just a little bit before it escalates.
We have a common foul on number 11 for Concord. The play is under further review for potential flagrant.
So a common foul on Concord's Brendan Hoffman, and they are going to take a look to see if it's going to be upgraded.
You see Hoffman on the bottom of the screen there with the block out. He's the one that then comes in with the tie-up right there on Diop. Jump ball called. Neither really wants to let go of the ball. And we just get a little tangled right here. Both arms up. Neither guy saying I'm doing it. Hoffman just trying to pull himself out of the clutches.
Yeah, really.
I think that's just a little nothing right there, right?
I go with Hoffman just because he went up against Diop. He's got my money with him. Yeah, just a little frustration. You expect it. Tensions are a little high. A very important game for both these ball clubs. I mean, West Liberty is the team that everyone looks to. They won it last year, and if my clock was correct, they were still playing that game from last year when I looked this morning. It was a triple overtime affair last year. That was one of the better basketball games you'd ever want to see.
You know, and it is interesting, given the double overtime nature of that first game. I know Fairmont and Concord here got a late start. Both teams were in their tunnel for a long while, but I'm sure they were sitting over there saying, go ahead, fellas, just play as long as you want to into the night here and use a bunch of guys.
Yeah, we want you to be really tired tomorrow. So it's just a common foul is all that's going to be, and I think that
after further review,
definitely the right
play
call.
stands as called. We're going to remain with a common foul.
Yeah, I agree. Good job by the officials. Just two guys locked up, got them separated.
And I think both coaches would agree with that. Just, hey, let's just move on. Let's play. We're ready to go. 14-10.
Thanks to Doug Costain there for translating for us.
Doug and I are close to the same age, so Doug wants to get out of here soon, too. He don't want to prolong this thing if he doesn't have to. Well, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Fairmont.
See if Fairmont tries to get Drake Carter going a little bit here. Didn't need his scoring necessarily yesterday. See if they try and work him a little bit offensively.
Outside jumper is going to be off the mark. Fairmont now 4 of 11 from the floor. Concord 6 of 16. Driving to the basket, kick the pass over in the corner. Shot is going to be knocked out of bounds.
I think they got Gigo there on the reach, and that's one of those, if you're Todd May, kind of a cheapie there. Diop with a great block out on Gigo. He just reaches over his shoulders and gets one right there. If you're Todd May, you'd probably like him just to back away, fight the battle another day right there, but he picks up his first.
So Diop has one, and Gigo has one. Personal foul. Zacchaeus Dobbs, youngster from Fairmont, West Virginia, playing for his home school, Fairmont State. Took the shot up. It was short, but he's going to be fouled and will go to the line.
Well, you can see Dobbs use his strength, and he burrowed all the way in the lane right by the restricted arc. He was looking to kick it out. Instead, he just said, I'm all the way down here. I might as well take the thing up. Drew the contact, got himself to the line again.
A lot of folks in the state of West Virginia will remember how good a football player Zykeas Dobbs was. And you can just look at him and tell that was a good sport for him, just as basketball is. Makes the first of 2. And he can make this a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, Fred, we've been watching Dobbs at Fairmont State for a long, long time, and we've certainly been watching Zykeas through his time as a Fairmont senior polar bear, winning a state title down there.
He misses the second of 2. Rebound belonged to Diop. They get it over to Dre Carter, and Dre Carter has his first 2 points.
Yeah, the Falcons giving the Mountain Lions a dose of their own medicine on the offensive glass there, and we've got some contact. Hoffman and Meredith right here getting tangled.
It's going to go on Brendan Hoffman, and that's just a smart heads-up play.
We're going to take a look at this here. There was some contact. We're going to see if Hoffman did a little flinging here of Meredith or just incidental contact. But first, you see the nice dish by Dobbs and the finish by Carter.
What just a heads-up play, though, by C.J. Meredith to be in that position. The officials will talk about it and then take a look at it just to be sure. Bottom line is this, Brad, you want to get the call right.
Play is number 11, black, common foul, is under review for potential flagrant.
That would be, well, that's going to be number 2 on Brendan Hoffman.
It is, and you wonder if here as we look at the replay, so the ball's getting ready to be inbound. Watch right at the free throw line is where you're going to see the contact. Meredith up on Hoffman. Hoffman really wrapped him up and threw Meredith down. This might be one that gets upgraded here a little bit. That wasn't just a shove off to create some space. I think what might get Hoffman is the 2 arms wrapped around him and the sideway motion.
And you got to remember, Brendan was the young man that was involved with the other common foul that they looked at involving Renee Diop. So he's I would imagine his bubble's still running a little hot.
Yeah, you're probably right. Seemed like a little bit of a spillover frustration foul right there as Meredith was right up on him. But again, we'll have to see. The 2 arms around might be the thing that gets Hoffman here.
Well, the officials have decided. They've looked at it. And
after further review, the common foul on number 11 has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. Fairmont, number 22, will shoot 2 shots. The ball will be underneath the basket. Fairmont ball.
Right on it, Brad.
There you go, and you can hear the exclamation coming. So Fairmont's going to get some free throws in the ball. We'll take one more look at it right at the free throw line as there's Hoffman with the 2 arms around and the throw of Meredith. And Doug Costain, again,
right there,
was looking right at it when it happened.
It's like in football. You don't ever want to hold when the official is looking right at you.
Or if you're going to hold, keep your hands inside, right? Don't get them wrapped around. Once that's what they always say about linemen, right? You get your hands wrapped around, you're going to get flagged.
C.J. Meredith makes the first of 2, and he gets them both. And we have our first lead change in the ball game as Fairmont State now leads at 15-14 with 10:50 remaining in our first half.
Fairmont here on baseline out of bounds, really good from 3, almost 50% on these if they get an open 3-point shot.
Way outside, Meredith, and he is strong.
There it is, open 3-point shot, and they knock it down right on cue.
He is strong, C.J. Meredith, a 6'6" grad student from Huntington, playing for Fairmont State University.
Yeah, how about Meredith out with a quick 11 points to start this game. That's one of the impressive things about Fairmont State. We talk about Drake Carter and how good he is, but we see Joe Linder yesterday as the offensive firepower, and we come back in today, and it's C.J. Meredith that's the leading scorer in the first 10 minutes.
And he grabs that rebound and gets the offense in motion up to Drake Carter. Dre can't get it to go the first time, but he goes after it again and scores it on the putback. And now it's a 6-point Falcon lead over the Mountain Lions.
And if you're Todd May, I think you want your Mountain Lions to just settle down right here on this possession. It's gotten a little helter-skelter out here.
Yeah, he wanted to get to this media timeout. And that's what he's going to do. And he'll be trailing by 6, 20-14, with 9:45 remaining in our first half.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Everybody come clap your hands. Or don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Across West Virginia, hospitals are always here, healing, helping, and standing strong for our communities. Hospitals save lives and build livelihoods. They're among our largest employers, with a passionate workforce of 54,000 West Virginians. Hospitals are economic drivers, contributing close to $17 billion to our state's economy and working to ensure access to care for all. From life-saving moments to wellness support, West Virginia hospitals keep our state healthy, our families strong, and our future bright.
There you see a look at the men's rankings in the Atlantic region, NCAA Division II. Tournament begins next week. Mountain East Conference well represented, Brett. Huh?
Yeah, positioned pretty well with West Liberty with its win earlier, advancing on to the championship game. Fairmont State also right there near the top of the rankings, looking to advance on itself. And Charleston, a little sit and wait period for the Golden Eagles after their loss yesterday in the tournament.
Yeah, that's the one thing that they did not want was that loss. But right now they're in the 8th position. We'll see how everything turns out after this weekend.
Important possession here for the Mountain Lions, Fred, as the Falcons are on a 12-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Concord needing a basket and getting it from the big guy.
Almost unfair. If he's going to step out and hit face-up jumpers on you, that's a really tough guard.
Boubacar Gigo hit the 3 from over on the right side to make it a 2016 ball game. Ray Carter goes down inside to Diop. You know they'd love to get another foul on Gigo if they could.
Well, we've got a foul. The question is, who is it on?
Did it come from the backside?
It did.
Yeah.
I thought, hold on here. That might be on. Is that on McCall?
I think it's on McCall. No, it's on Gigo.
It's on Gigo. I thought it might be.
That's his second.
Yeah, that's his second right there.
That's just smart, though, by Diop. He's backing in against who he knew he had on his hip.
And it's not a bad strategy by Tim Koenig. You've got a big in the middle that can work offensively, and if you can get Gigo in foul trouble and get him out of the game, all the better if you're the Falcons.
Again, as you said, Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. First team all-conference as well, certainly. So 21-16, the lead is 5. 9-minute mark of the first half. McCall, is he still feeling it? This one off the mark. And Diop with the rebound for the Falcons. Ray Carter fronted nicely that time by Gigo. And travels. Good defense.
Yeah, that was good defense, but that was close. If that travel wasn't called right there, we had some more contact. So again, a nice reaction by Fairmont going right at Gigo with his 2 fouls.
Well, I think we're going to see that.
Well,
we're going to see that a lot.
They're going to. I would do the same. I would go
too.
right at him here, see if he can get a
smart.
3rd foul. Diop at this end doing a great job in his drop coverage on the pick and roll. They're trying to get Gigo in the pick and roll. Diop dropping in the lane, but still causing problems for the ball handler as well, doing an excellent job defensively.
Gigo almost loses the ball, and now Diop is going to pick up a personal foul.
Yeah, this is a heck of a one-on-one battle here, and that was a great job by Diop initially to rip it out. Watch him right here as Gigo puts it down. There's the rip, goes right back to Gigo, and that's where Diop got himself in trouble. Goes up a little bit early, gets caught in the air, called for his second foul.
Yeah, good defensive play by Dre Carter to rip it out, but the ball came right back to Gigo, as you mentioned. First free throw rattles in and out. And you're going to get Diop out of the game with those two personal fouls. Also coming out is David Jolender. Maybe David just trying to get things going in his mind. Certainly not as hot offensively as he was last night.
Well, let's see if Dre Carter gets the ball on this possession as Gigo is going to match up with him at this end. Here comes a little pick and roll with Carter.
21-17, Dre Carter going to take it right at him. Tried to get the bounce pass into Dobbs and knocked away, and coming out with it is Wirtz.
And Dobbs was open. That was a great cut behind the defense right there. The pass was just a little bit off target.
Wirtz shovels the pass in the corner off the back of the rim, and the long rebound comes out to Martinez. Meredith for three, no. Rebound tipped up by Miguel Martinez, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass gets in the lane, and it's off the mark. The shot will not fall for Gigo. Nice strong move to the basket by Dre Carter.
Yeah, that was a good finish by Carter there to gather himself, gather the ball, get it up on the window and down.
23-17, the lead is 6 with 7:05 remaining in our first half of play. The lead belongs to Fairmont State, the number 2 seed in this tournament. They won the championship last year, triple overtime over West Liberty.
Let's see if we get a little pick and roll here with Gigo. There it is. Carter not coming out on Gigo, just letting him shoot the three. Off the mark.
I'm not sure I'd let him shoot it that often because he's shown he has pretty good stroke from out there. Joey Brown with the ball, spinning, double teamed, turns again, off the glass too strong. Zacchaeus Dobbs had the shot, missed it, and the rebound put back up and through by Joey Brown.
Yeah, we normally talk about Concord's ability on the offensive glass, top 20 nationally, but how about the Falcons early? Getting on the glass with 8 offensive rebounds here in the first 14 minutes of the half.
Timeout going to be taken, 30-second timeout going to be taken. Just to kind of settle things down, 25-17. The one thing, if you're Todd May, you cannot allow Fairmont State to get this lead too far away from you.
Yeah, and it's come because of a 2-minute, 5-second scoring drought here where Concord's just one of its last 9. So you got to get back to finding a shot here. Maybe get back to McCall. I thought he was really good early for the Mountain Lions with 7 early points, 3 of 4 from the field. But again, credit the Fairmont State defense. I was really impressed with it yesterday. They do a couple things really well, and it's both individually on the ball and then inside with the help defense, especially when Diop's in there. That is a really tough lane to penetrate as Fairmont really getting into the gaps.
Turnovers right now, maybe a little surprising. Fairmont State has 6, Concord with 1 turnover. Both teams shooting relatively close, 30% for Concord, 42% for Fairmont State. Concord's had a few more shots on goal because of those turnovers. So Kamani Wirtz will bring it into the front court for the Concord University Mountain Lions. His team down by 8, 25-17. At the free throw line, shot is off the mark. The rebound tried to be flushed back through by Eldon Terry. It was off the mark. And Fairmont State with the ball. Ray Carter moving against, just smart, against Gigo.
Yeah, great spin move. Todd May might have to make an adjustment there and send a blitzer over to help out and double team, try and get the ball out of the hands and away from Gigo.
If not, Gigo's going to pick up that third personal real quick. 5:25 remaining in our first half. Gigo thought about it, now drives baseline. We're going to have a blocking foul on Carter.
Here's the last basket we're talking about. It's just one-on-one right there. Carter backing in, and there's not much Gigo can do with those two fouls as he just finishes right there.
Yeah, smart play by the 6'8" redshirt junior, Dre Carter.
Impressive move by Gigo right there. Again, get him the ball facing up, put it on the floor. Quick first step. Gets the push called on Carter.
All knocked out of bounds. They say it will stay with Concord University.
Boy, Ty Peterson can really get in and pressure the ball, can he?
Ty Peterson is, he will give you the offense, but he's really a great defensive player. They're going to take another look at one because the Fairmont State bench is emphatic about that it went off of Concord University. The official called it the other way.
I think Ty Peterson was pretty emphatic here, though. So let's see if Ty was an unbiased observer right there and knew it was out of bounds, or if he was a little lobbying of his head coach.
Is there such a thing as an unbiased onlooker? We'll take another look at it.
Great pressure defense here by Peterson. There's the tip. We're going to have to get another angle. There's a lot of legs down there as that ball jumps out. Tim Koenig trying to help out.
Bounds to Concord. The coach for Fairmont is challenging the play. Is now under review.
So they are going to challenge it, and I'm not sure unless we can get another angle. It did look like it went off Ty Peterson's knee.
Let's take another look here. You see Peterson at the top of your screen. Here comes the attempted dribble handoff. So Peterson right there gets a hand on it. Now it's down and kicking around. Did Peterson's hand come back up and get it there as it's going out of bounds? I think that's what the referee saw.
Exactly.
Hence giving the ball to Concord.
And you can see why the official would think that. But boy, it happened right in front of that Fairmont State bench, and they just knew it went off of Concord. But we'll see what they can determine from the video replays.
Boy, that's awful close there.
It is indeed.
As good as our crew is and as many cameras we have, I'm surprised we don't have a body cam on one of the players here to pick that up. It's about the only angle we don't have.
It looked like.
Did it go off Eldon Terry, number 5 in black? Does it go off his leg at the end?
Well, I think that's what they're saying.
I might come back in here and say that this is going to be overturned. Watch Eldon Terry, number 5 in black. Right at the end, watch the ball on his lower leg. Does it kick off that part of the leg?
I didn't see that.
Tim Koenig is staring right at it.
Yeah. That's what I said. It happened right in front of Fairmont's bench, but I don't think you have enough there to overturn it.
All right, that's final answer?
That's my final answer. We're going to find out what.
So you say it stands?
I say it stands.
And here comes the ruling.
I think Doug Costain is saying the exact same thing.
After further review, the play is inconclusive. The ball remains with Concord. Ball be on the side with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Fairmont loses a 30-second timeout. Also loses their challenge for the game.
I will take my bows at halftime.
I was just going to say, I'll give you credit. You were definitive. You came on record. I wanted no part of a call right there, so I will give you credit.
It was just, man, you could say we could go either way. You know, looked like it could have gone either way.
I think that's the right call. It was inconclusive. It was hard to tell, so I think they got it right.
So they explained it for you. It's a 10-point lead, 27-17, and the key factor I think right there is the fact that now, you know, Tim Koenig has lost his appeals for the rest of the game.
He has.
But maybe Tim's saying, well, let's get a big enough lead and I don't have to worry about it. The lead is 10 now with 5 minutes, approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half. Ego, too strong, off the glass, rebound. Belongs to the Falcons. Driving to the basket. Nice play that time by Ty Peterson.
He got there in a hurry and just got Concord caught with a few guys under the basket, led to the run out by the Falcons.
Biggest lead of the ball game is now 12 points, 29-17.
And Concord's drought now up to nearly 3.5 minutes.
Drive to the basket. First one wouldn't fall, but Hannah followed the shot and got it to fall through for them. So that takes care of the drought. Miguel Martinez took an inadvertent hand to the face. So let's take a break. We'll be back. More Mountain East Championship basketball.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan. We are here for you.
Glendale State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glendale State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glendale State University.
.427 remaining in our first half. You see the officials over at the replay. And again, Brad.
Yeah, just checking for a flagrant here as Martinez gets hit in the face, which he does, takes an elbow, but the officials ruled, and correctly in our opinion, that that was just a basketball play, just went up some incidental contact. No foul called on the play, play on, basket counts.
There you go. 29-19, Fairmont State has taken charge of this first half after trailing for most of the first 8 minutes of the ball game. And then Concord University went on a scoring drought of over 3+ minutes.
Yeah, and that led to a 21-3 run by the Falcons to push this lead out to 10.
Zykeus Dobbs, the youngster, will walk the ball into the front court to Dre Carter on the right wing. Back out on top they go. I'll leave it for Miguel Martinez. Stepping behind the three-point line, Joey Brown.
Yeah, just too much space. Gigo worried about the drive and penetration, just left him a little bit too much room, and Brown made him pay.
We're going to have a reach-in foul going to be called on Zykeus Dobbs. Tim Koenig, he has won 3 titles in the Mountain East Conference. His first came in 2019 when he was at Notre Dame. Well, he's won titles with Fairmont State in 2021 and 2025. And as we mentioned last year, that triple overtime affair.
Yeah, one of the most successful coaches in the Mountain East. He was at Notre Dame College, had a wonderful player by the name of Will Voorhees.
I do remember Will.
Who is still playing professionally. That was a heck of a player there back at Notre Dame College.
I think sometimes if you're not real familiar with Mountain East Conference basketball, if you just take time to take a look-see, you see some awfully talented players.
It's a really great league. And in fact, speaking of great players, 10 years ago today, Fred, we had the pleasure of being on the call as Concord won the championship behind Rob Reed. Just an unbelievable tournament performance, but a championship game in particular, just outstanding. Hard to believe it was 10 years ago to the day. I'm told by Wes McKinney, the outstanding SID for Concord. Rob Reed now living back in his hometown, South Bend, Indiana, has some kids, and is in the insurance business.
Tremendous player. That's as deep a seed, by the way, that's ever won this title. A 5-seed Concord.
Yeah, Kent McBride was the head coach of that team, did a wonderful job. That was a fun championship game to call.
Trey Carter buries another 3, and the lead is now 14 for Fairmont State. Pulling up quickly and sending it back out on top. Underneath the call. Thought better of taking the shot. Now has it out on the top circle. Now they'll bring it out and leave it for the left-handed shooter. And the left-handed shooter, Micah Young, puts it down.
That's great patience by the Mountain Lions, because I thought that was a wonderful defensive possession by Fairmont. They kept closing off all passing angles.
Micah Young had 8 points off the bench last night. So he's off the bench here tonight.
Just wasn't anything open here, and then all of a sudden a little step back by Young. Boom, bangs it. How about the defense here at the other end? We talked about a potential double team coming, that Todd May was probably going to make a switch there, and he did. As soon as Carter caught the ball, you saw the second defender come over in a blitz situation to get the ball out of his hands and provide Gigo some help.
Outside of the broadcasters, of course, are there any harder workers than these gentlemen with these brooms that have to wipe up the floor?
They're having a night.
Man, they have been busy tonight. Jolander back in there for Fairmont State. And now Zykeas Dobbs. 2:50 remaining in our first half here at West Banco Arena. And Gigo put that one out in the parking lot.
He is fun to watch. I know the foul was called before that on the floor as Joey Brown here takes the ball in, absorbs the contact, but then how about Gigo? Just effortless as he elevates up and volleyball spikes that thing.
And the official dodging quickly to get out of the way. So at the free throw line to the right for Fairmont State, Joey Brown makes the first. Joey Brown, a 6'6" junior from Indianapolis. He has 9 points in the ball game. His first free throw of the night was good. 1-1. Yeah, you got blood on your knee. Just pull your basketball trunks down and wipe it off, right? That's something that Wes McKinney taught him. What do you want to bet? Huh?
Had a problem and he solved it.
He solved it. No use to leave the floor. Both free throws are good for Joey Brown.
Yeah, credit McCall. He said, I'm not coming out of this game. 2 minutes to go in the half. Play on.
He's played well. Oh, until then. Why did I have to say that? He found himself receiving the basketball on the far side, right in front of that Fairmont State bench, and he stepped on the sideline out of bounds.
Just got a little sped up and lost where he was on the court.
Lead is now 37-23. Outside jumper, count it for 3. Miguel Martinez, 40-23. Watching the clock tick down some. A whistle inside. The holding is going to be called. Shooting situation. This will send Gigo to the line.
Yeah, Drake Carter inside, just a little hand-to-hand combat in there. Gets whistled for the foul, trying to keep Gigo out of the post.
Forty to 23. Too strong. The rebound comes out long into the hands of Miguel Martinez for Fairmont State.
Yeah, Concord really struggling from the line tonight, Fred. 1 of 5 now.
Out on top, they'll bring it over on the right side to Martinez. And he tried to go with the backhanded pass to Joey Brown, and I think everyone saw the pass except Joey Brown.
Yeah, good idea for the extra pass, but Brown had moved just a little bit and the pass was wide.
You probably looked at Miguel, thought you usually shoot those from there, okay?
Concord again in need of a basket here. 13-2 run. We're currently under for the Falcons.
Yeah, we're a minute 40 remaining in the first half. 40 to 23. The lead is 17. Backing in against the defense of Drake Carter. Gigo kicks it out for the 3 ball, but it's off the mark this time by Kamani Wirtz. And the loose ball is lost out of bounds, last touching Concord.
Good idea by Concord right there. You got the back in on the post, and then the backfill by Wirtz. Got a good look from 3, just couldn't get it to drop. This is probably a good move by Todd May here with just a minute 24 left. You've gone a big chunk of this half without Gigo picking up his 3rd. No sense to get it in the final minute here. Get him out of the game.
We're getting the thoughts of Fairmont State head coach Tim Koenig at halftime as we approach the 1-minute mark of this first half, and that lead remains at 17 for the Fighting Falcons. Concord University jumper is good, and boy, they needed that. Josiah Rickards, his 5th point of the ball game. Ray Carter too strong, and the ball was rebounded and tipped out to David Jolinder. But Jolinder had already moved, and the most surprised person was that gentleman right there, Zacchaeus Dobbs.
That was almost a really big play. Dobbs goes up, saw that he had Jolinder there, catches it and tries to kick it before he comes down. But you're right, Jolinder had come in to try and crash the boards as well. Good idea.
That's a good idea. It just didn't work. 43 seconds remaining in our first half. 40 to 25. The lead is 15. Belongs to Fairmont State. They could not get the ball inbounds. They being Concord, and Todd May had to spend a timeout that he didn't want to spend.
This Fairmont State defense, again, really good here in the first half. Has held Concord to just 23 points, 32% shooting, and they've really bottled up Gigo to this point, just 2 of 8 from the floor. Really impressed again. That's what got me yesterday about Fairmont. We talked so much about their offense and their versatility, and they have 5, 6, 7 guys that can go score for you. But to me, it's their defense that's been really impressive, really loading up and packing that paint and just making life difficult for their opponents here last night and then again today.
Yeah, you talk about rebounding, though. 26 rebounds for Fairmont State, only 14 for Concord University. And I think a lot of that has to do with Gigo not wanting to get in foul trouble and crashing the boards. They have 7 offensive, 7 defensive boards.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Concord right on pace for what it normally gets, and it's a top 20 offensive rebounding team, top 20 nationally. They average 14 per game. They're right on pace with that with 7, but what's below their average, just 6 second chance points. So 7 offensive rebounds, it's only led to 6 second chance points, though.
15-point lead for the young men with the white uniforms on that says Fairmont State. As Joey Brown tucks the jersey in the trunks and goes to play defense. Bounce pass in. Eldon Terry. Terry gets it right back. Down to the hands of Micah Young. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Backing in against the defense, sends the pass back out on top to McCall. McCall off the glass, too strong. Nice rebound inside by Eldon Terry. Wouldn't go, but he fought for it and got a second chance and put it through.
Yeah, there's a couple offensive rebounds and a putback there to get one of those second chance point buckets.
Dre Carter's shot is off the back of the rim. Zykeas Dobbs with the shot at the buzzer, but it would not fall. So that lead was chopped down just a little bit by Concord University. Fairmont State leading 40-27. And an interesting first half, Brad, certainly as we get ready to speak with head coach Tim Koenig. And Tim, when you look at that first half, what stands out to you most about your ball club?
I think we were able to navigate Renee Diop playing, getting fouls, getting early fouls, which was really good, and able to rebound a little bit in spurts. I know they got on the glass, which we need to fix. We just need to fix that. I know he's our best guy inside blocking out, and they do a really good job rebounding. So just stay the course. I thought our pressure and our press was very effective.
All right, buddy. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. There you go. That's veteran head coach for Fairmont State University, Tim Koenig. We're at halftime as the Fairmont State Falcons are leading Concord University 40-27.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. With a generous serving of historic sites, foodie eccentricities, and brewery diversions, the happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Our halftime report today presented by McKinley Architecture and Engineering. Experience, innovation delivered. We're at halftime here at the Westbanco Arena. This is semifinal action in the men's division. The winner comes back in the championship game tomorrow to face number 1 West Liberty. Outstanding shooting in that first half by Fairmont State.
Yeah, Fairmont State really good on both ends of the floor, I thought, Fred. Not only scoring to get to the 40 points, but I thought their defense was outstanding in really limiting Concord. One area to keep in mind, when Concord had their win over Fairmont earlier this year, they got to the free throw line 30 times. Just 5 free throw attempts there in the first half, and they only made 1. So credit Fairmont State for guarding without fouling here in the first half.
The lead is 15 for the Fairmont State University's Fighting Falcons over Concord University. We'll be back with more at halftime.
Struggling with high school? The Mountaineer Challenge Academy in Kingwood and Montgomery provides the structure to help you succeed. You can earn your high school diploma in 22 weeks. Call us today or visit wvchallenge.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan, we are here for you.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere. But the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at wvhtf.org.
President, Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
We're at halftime at West Banco Arena. Semifinal action in the men's division of Concord and Fairmont State. Previously tonight, great game.
How about the shot making? Miles Montgomery right here at the end of regulation knocks home a 3. Not to be outdone, Corey Bolden in the first overtime knocks it down to send us to a second. And then it was just a battle of wills here at the end, and West Liberty ultimately gets the victory. You see Cameron Williams right there, 2 of his 21 points as the Hilltoppers outlast the Pioneers 105-100 in double overtime.
Tremendous ball game, no question about that. We just wonder how tired they will be tomorrow. We're back with more.
Everybody come clap your hands. Don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Attention Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Whether you just graduated high school, are finishing up something you started, or starting up something you intend to finish, Concord University in Athens, West Virginia is your next step. At Concord, classes are small, professors are accessible, and programs are built around career opportunities in fields like healthcare, business, education, science, the arts, and public service. It's affordable, it's personal, and it's designed to move you forward. You'll see it in the classroom, you'll see it at homecoming, and you'll definitely see it at graduation. Concord University. Come to learn, go to serve.
Halftime continues here at West Banco Arena. There's been several highlights so far, Brad Howell.
I thought early on, Xavier McCall, as you see here, got the Lions off to a great start. He had 7 early points. You saw him outside. You saw him working the ball inside, and they were right where they wanted to be offensively earlier in this game. But then it was the defense of Fairmont State that started to take over. And on the offensive end, it was C.J. Meredith early. You see the putback right here as Meredith finishes with 11 first-half points. And it was kind of a baton passing in the first half that had started with Meredith. Then it continued on with Dre Carter, also putting up 11 in the first half. And Joey Brown got himself 10. So 3 players in double figures for the Falcons.
When you look at our stats and our halftime stats presented by Call Creek Roofing and Sheet Metal, leave your roof to us. Shooting percentages, as we mentioned, 47% for Fairmont State, 32% for Concord University. The real key, the 2 big guys, still only 2 personal fouls each, and I think that was huge. Our second half is coming up next here in the Mountain East Conference Championship.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
President of Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
You see the score here at halftime as we're getting set to start our second half, 40-27 in favor of Fairmont State. Interesting note, Brad, last night in the quarterfinal round, Fairmont State shot 44% in the first half. In the second half, they came out of the locker room, they shot 64%. Concord can't have that happen now.
Yeah, you're right. And David Jolander was a big reason why he came out of the halftime break there and was really cooking on the offensive end. I think a question for Concord here in the second half, can they get anything going in the paint? In the 2 games against Fairmont State this year, they had their 2 lowest points in the paint output games. And so far here in the first half, they only got 12 down in the painted area. So they're going to get anything going inside here against a stingy Fairmont defense.
Concord starts the second half and looking to score, and they do. And the big kid outside, Anthony Hanna, puts home the 3 ball.
And that's a good way to start that. Get the ball into the paint, kick it out for an open 3 as that defense collapsed. Good start for Todd May's Mountain Lions.
The lead is now 10 for Fairmont State. They go into Diop. He's chested up by Ego, but we're going to have a foul or a held ball.
Held ball. I think Hardaway came over as the second defender in the blitz to try and get it out of Diop's hands and did a nice job reaching in and getting the tie-up.
So that will stay with Fairmont State on the alternate possession. Meredith with the ball, spinning, and just does the finger roll up and in. Long arms pay a lot of help sometimes.
It's like I'm dating myself here. Wow. But Inspector Gadget go-go arm there just extended that out underneath. What a finish.
Yeah, that was a great finish by C.J. Meredith. Long arms. So back to a 12-point lead now. Driving through the lane, and the floater's up and in. Nice job by Wirtz.
Yeah, and there's one of those points in the paint. Concord getting into the lane early, but how about C.J. Meredith? Hasn't cooled off at all from the first half.
Not at all.
The 5 early ones.
5 quick points out of the locker room for C.J. Meredith. And we're right back to where we were at halftime. A 13-point lead for Fairmont State. Concord driving to the basket. Shot rolls off the rim, but another 3 ball by Anthony Hanna.
Well, here's the early offense. So again, another opportunity in the paint at the basket. Offensive rebound, that's what Concord likes to do, and the kick out for another open 3.
And Todd May will trade 3s for 2s the rest of this half. C.J. Meredith.
He says, give me the ball, man. I am hot.
7 points by Fairmont State in the second half, all 7 from C.J. Meredith.
Who do you think's going to take the next shot for Fairmont State when we come back down? Any guesses?
If it's not C.J. Meredith, it's a news flash. Concord University trying to cut into this lead. The call from the corner. Boy, both teams are hot coming out at halftime.
Yeah, another great job. Penetrate and kick for Concord. Great start for both teams offensively.
47-38. The lead below double digits for the first time in a while. Ball batted up in the air. And turnover by Fairmont State. Nice defense that time by Boubacar Gigo. This time the jumper is off the mark by McCall. Still keep waiting, if you're like me, on Jolander. He's not scored until he still hasn't scored.
He almost called a great extra pass by C.J. Meredith. Wide open Jolander, but couldn't finish.
Nice through the lane that time, but Micah Young. Josiah Rickards. Micah Young running that backcourt.
Nice rebound by Diop and didn't go over the back, but caught Gigo a little flat-footed there.
And some fighting in the lane. But McCall is going to pick up the personal foul.
You see Drake Carter trying to operate on the smaller McCall. McCall doing everything he can to try and keep him out of the paint. Just got whistled for the foul.
I like the way the officials, though, are letting the 2 big guys bump against each other in the paint. Because that's just part of basketball when you got two big bodies in there.
And Diop again over the top of Gigo to keep it alive with the tap to Jolander. That's just excellent help by Gigo right there. McCall had the taller Carter on him. As soon as he spun, Gigo came over the top for the block.
Shot is off the mark that time, and here come the Falcons. They lead by 7. They led by 13 at the half. Other way, and the shot is short. The rebound put up won't fall. This time it's going to go out of bounds. One thing also that I think needs pointed out by David Jolander, he knows his shot's not falling. He's only taken 4 shots tonight. Smart kid, knows it's not falling. Don't force it.
Not forcing anything. As hot as we started the second half, now we've gone cold. The Falcons 0 for their last 5, and they have a 2.5-minute scoring drought here. So a tale of 2 halves, and we're only 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, the lead is now 7. It was 13 at half, but it's about as deep so far as Concord can cut into it. Important trip down the floor for Fairmont. Through the lane, going to get off, going up and losing it, and we're going to have a foul right on the arm. You could see it. That's going to be number 3 on Gigo.
Yeah, the drive by Meredith, the dish to Diop. Gigo got caught behind and reaches in there and just gets the slap of the arm.
Don't you hate when you're playing basketball and the fouls you make a noise? You don't like that. Everyone looks up.
Well, we saw Gigo in the first half pick up his second early and play the rest of the second half without getting a third foul. He's going to have to repeat that performance here. Now he's 3 with 15 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, way too early in this second half to get another one. Boy, these big kids at the line are good. Diop makes them both. So back to a 9-point edge for Fairmont State. Moving the basketball around, looking for the open shot, either outside or down through the lane. Taking it there and scoring. Nice play by Hannah.
Yeah, we talked about the ability of Concord to get in the paint. They couldn't do it in the first half, but they're out to an early start. 6 points in the paint already here in the second half for Concord. And then a couple others where they got in the paint and kicked it out and got some perimeter jump shots. So much better offensively here.
Driving through the lane, Miguel Martinez, who has been quiet. 15 points and 5 rebounds last night. Miguel Martinez has 5 tonight. Front court, big kid takes the 3. Good.
Nice looking shot there.
It is.
Wow, we've seen him score from all 3 levels now. Of course, at the rim, we've seen him face up for the mid-range and now popping out for the 3, knocking that down, daring Diop to come out and guard him there. He didn't, so he knocked it home.
Only his 7th point in the game, though. He is 3 of 10 from the floor. And he just let Diop go that time.
What a spin by Diop, too, there. Gigo came over to help, the great pass, and then Diop, instead of challenging him directly, spun away from it, went up on the other side of the rim and laid it in.
Ball stolen away. Errant pass by Concord.
We've got a mismatch here. McCall trying to guard Diop on the perimeter. Martinez doesn't need the mismatch. He was taking himself and knocked down the 3.
Miguel Martinez. Miguel's 7th point in the contest. We're back to a 12-point lead for Fairmont State. We're inside 13 minutes remaining in our ball game at West Banco Arena. Jumper off the mark, and one shot and done for Concord University. Kind of a wraparound foul is going to be called on Concord University. We were talking about some great outside shooting. Miguel Martinez picks up his 7th point on that long 3 ball.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Whether you just graduated high school, are finishing up something you started, or starting up something you intend to finish, Concord University in Athens, West Virginia is your next step. At Concord, classes are small, professors are accessible, and programs are built around career opportunities in fields like healthcare, business, education, science, the arts, and public service. It's affordable, it's personal, and it's designed to move you forward. You'll see it in the classroom, you'll see it at homecoming, and you'll definitely see it at graduation. Concord University. Come to learn, go to serve.
Regional State Farm Insurance agents are proud to support the 2026 Mountain East Conference Tournament. Call one of MEC's sponsoring agents today. Rick Bailey in Fairmont, Lisa Shepard in New Martinsville, Taylor Shepard in Moundsville, Jen Kiesling in Buchanan, Tim Moore in Grantsville, and Lori Grissell in Wheeling. One thing to note also about this game, Brad, is the fact that when you have two very talented big guys inside, usually they cancel each other out, and that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, I think both have been outstanding on both ends of the floor here tonight. How about the start for Concord offensively? They've come out here and done a good job of getting the ball into the paint, either to finish or kick it back out. Done an excellent job. But Fairmont equally as hot here to start the second half, so Concord's only been able to shave a point off that halftime lead.
Fairmont still shooting 49% from the floor. Concord 38%. Outside jumper is off the mark this time for Joey Brown of Fairmont. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Miguel Martinez jumped over the bench trying to save it.
And Joey Brown will want that one back. He'll never be more wide open. McCall slipped and fell down in the lane. He was guarding Joey Brown. I think Joey Brown was surprised he was so open.
Yeah, he usually doesn't miss when he gets that wide open. Ball got a little wet when it went out of bounds, so dried off. Official's job is never done. Never done. Ball comes in play. Micah Young for Concord University, needing to get something going again, as they did coming out to start the second half. You could get a foul whistled on David Jolander.
Yeah, credit Hannah. He was going to the basket as soon as he got that on the wing. Challenged Jolander, did a nice job of leaning back in, drawing the contact, and getting himself to the line. That was one of the things we talked about at halftime, Fred. In Concord's win earlier this year over Fairmont, they got to the free throw line 30 times. So far tonight, this is only the 8th attempt.
And boy, when you get there, you got to make them.
Boy, just 3 of 8 for Concord here from the free throw line. and that's unusual. It's a
is.
team that shoots nearly 80% as a team, one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country.
Yeah, they don't have just one or two good free throw shooters. They have them all. And that time, Anthony Hanna makes one of two. He's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. So 56-45. The lead is 11. 11:48 remaining in our game. Winner back tomorrow afternoon at West Banco Arena here in Wheeling to tangle with West Liberty for the conference tournament championship. Nice drive to the basket by Zacchaeus Dobbs.
Just a great recognition by Dobbs there as Brown was drawing the attention and the eyeballs, and Dobbs just cut behind everybody and dropped down the lane.
Now you're going to have a holding foul called on said Zacchaeus Dobbs. Mr. Dobbs, that will be personal number 2. The kid is so smooth when he shoots that three. I mean, just straight up in the air. And let's give him, he's 6'8". Just straight up in the air, and he never touches the rim.
It's a beautiful looking shot. He's having trouble inside, so he just takes it outside. Speaking of taking it outside, how about Miguel Martinez again from that left wing? Knocks down another three.
In double figures in scoring now with 11 for Miguel Martinez. It's back to a 13-point lead. This is where we were at halftime. Through the lane, nice move. Boy, I tell you, Micah Young has played well off the bench. A 6'2" freshman from Westerville, Ohio. Into the lineup, we had not seen Brendan Hoffman for a while, since way back early in the game. But he's back in there now.
Fred Gigo on the year from that top of the key slot, 6 of 18 from 3. Tonight, he's already got 2 of them from that spot.
Yeah, Boubacar Gigo, he averages 16.2 points per game. Had 24 points and 16 rebounds in the quarterfinal round win. Nice jumper from the corner on the near side for Zacchaeus Dobbs. Another 3 for him.
Yeah, good drive right there by Jolander to get the defense to collapse. It left Dobbs wide open in the corner.
So Fairmont State has outscored Concord 24-23 in this second half so far. They lead it by 14, 64-50. As we're 3 seconds shy of the halfway mark in the second half. Ball has to be tracked down as it went to the far end of the arena. Micah Young was too open.
Micah Young off the back of the defender there. Gets it back and almost finished for what would have been a highlight play of the night.
I love it. You don't see that play often enough, I don't think. And it's presented several times. Zacchaeus Dobbs again for 3. This one's going to be short, though.
We might have a technical foul called here on the Fairmont bench.
So a technical foul has been called on one of the assistant coaches. So on the bench, we'll take a break. We're back. 64-50, Fairmont State on top.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
Panhandle cleaning
Well, as we come back from the timeout, we had some extra player on the had an extra player on the court, and that's and when plays are going on, you can't have 6 players on the floor, even if they're not doing anything or not.
No,
standing up cheering or whatever. You got to stay on that side. That's why I thought first it was just a sideline warning. You know, you keep bench warning, keep them off, but he was actually out onto the floor, and so the technical foul was called on the bench. So there we go.
Was it a technical, or did they call the warning there?
I thought it was a warning, but it's just that's what I thought. It was just a bench warning.
You're right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, well, I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
You're having a good night.
I know it is. You know,
it's hard work calling the game both ways, both on the on TV and calling the action. You're doing a nice job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 9:38 remaining in our game. 64-50. Fairmont State. They led by 13 at halftime. 40-27. They've increased that lead by 1. And it's just one of those things where neither team can break away from where they were in the first half. The ball now, Brendan Hoffman for Concord University, running the point. And he'll leave it back out on top for a youngster, I think, that's had a good game, Micah Young, off the bench. He'll drive through the lane. Oh, and just missed the shot, but he was fouled.
Yeah, that was a nice take right there to get to the basket. And again, if you're Concord, you'll take this all night long. First of all, you got a chance to go to the line to get some points and cut into that lead. But most importantly, you stop that clock there, and that's going to become the enemy here really quickly.
How quiet has Boubacar Gigo been, though, here in the second half?
Yeah, and
except for a couple of 3 balls.
You're right, and I think a lot of that's just the interior defense of Fairmont State, including Diop, who's back in the game now playing with the 2 fouls. That's just it's a really good defensive player and team in Fairmont, and it's just closing off a lot of those inside opportunities from Diop. And heck, we haven't even seen one lob be able to get through and get up there, and we certainly saw a bunch of those yesterday.
Both
but
guys
none so far today.
Talking to each other in the blocks along the lane. Free throw good by Micah Young. They make it 64-52. The lead down to 12. But time not on the side. A lot of time left, but still it's ticking away. And now the breakaway. Micah Young's going to drive in too strong over the glass, but Miguel Martinez had stepped out of bounds, and when he came back in, he was the first one to touch the ball. So you'll give it to Concord University. Just wrong place.
What a great play by Terry to tap this down. And you see the finish at the end here as Martinez is out of bounds and then touches it as he comes back in, didn't establish. But at the other end, Terry couldn't grab it, but he elevated up and tapped it ahead that led to the run out there. Really smart, heady play.
Pass comes in to Gigo. They'll kick it over on the left wing for 3. Shot is off the mark. This time won't fall for Josiah Rickards. And again, Fairmont State into the front court looking to score, trying to increase the lead a little bit if they can. Ty Peterson, boy, he's been quiet in this game as well. Played a heck of a ball game, just not a lot of offense. What a play by Dre Carter. Dre Carter took it up in traffic against the defense and the little jump hook. He scores it and he's fouled and will go to the line.
That's a good back down right there. Gets all the way right in the middle of the lane, goes up, absorbs the contact. But what a nice job of keeping his shoulders to the side so you couldn't get the block shot and he could still get the shooting arm up and finish there. Nice move by Carter.
And the foul is on Gigo. That is his 3rd. So one of the 2 big guys, Brad, finally picks up their 3rd personal foul. Hoffman with the ball in the front court. Nice entry pass and a finish. Nice job that time by Hoffman. He passed it off and then got it right back as he was cutting down through the middle of the lane.
Yeah, talk about finishing through contact. Watch Hoffman here. Great pass by Gigo. Hoffman gets the ball up, absorbs it, and gets an opportunity for an and 1.
Wait a minute. You tell me he's a leading rebounder in the conference. He shoots threes, and he can do the bounce pass through the lane. Come on.
He's a talented player, up to 14 points, 10 points, 14 rebounds here in this game. He's also got 3 assists. He stepped out, hit a couple threes. He has really expanded his game over the last couple of years.
He has indeed. Into the front court, working with the ball, comes Ty Peterson of Fairmont State. It's an 11-point lead for the Falcons.
That's a good call right there. I know Josiah Rickards is frustrated, but he was out top there and just had a hold of C.J. Meredith, and Meredith tried to cut to the basket. Good call by the officials.
If you're a veteran coach like Tim Koenig was talking to the official all the way down. He actually took him completely out of the play. He wasn't even paying attention to anything else.
Well, that was close to a steal. Hoffman had it in his hands and was out for a breakaway. Concord still gets the miss. Here we come the other way.
Good rebound by Gigo that time. And Diop stayed off his back. Did not pick up his 3rd personal foul. The lane and a soft turnaround jumper is nice for Hannah.
There it is. Hate to be a broken record, but Concord, when it gets in the paint, that's what it wants to do. We've cut this down. It's under double digits, now just a 9-point lead.
Hannah now with 13 points in the contest for Concord. In fact, he is their leading scorer right now. And so much for that under double-digit lead, 69-57.
Trey Carter, just too much space. He wasn't going to shoot it initially. Finally did, knocked it down. Hoffman with a drive there. He had an open layup. I think he anticipated someone coming over to help. Tried to drop it to Gigo.
And he was fortunate to not walk with it, let the ball bounce, and he picked it back up and tried the shot but missed it. This time the shot by Carter is off the mark.
All right, we're going to have a situation here. Hoffman was talking to Meredith the whole way down the floor right there. And then in frustration, Meredith, to try and get him off him, pushed Hoffman right off him, gets whistled for the foul. Hoffman got the foul drawn right there, but he better watch himself here. Highly emotional. Todd May might have to get him out of the game right here.
Todd May with his arms around him, talking with the youngster.
There you saw push in the backcourt by the two of them. Then here we come into the front court. You'll watch at the top of your screen. Here comes Meredith right into him with the shove, gets whistled for the foul.
Brendan Hoffman's been in the middle of a lot of action going on tonight in this ball game.
Yeah, and I think we're just going to get the officials coming together not only to discuss it, but to give both benches a chance to settle themselves down here before something happens that neither team nor coach wants to have happen.
That's an important game for Concord University.
The foul number 22 is common. Potential upgrade to a flagrant is under review.
There you heard from the officials, and they will look at it. But again, this game very important for Concord University. If they lose, their season is over. Either way, Fairmont State is moving on, whether it's into the championship game tomorrow if they win, or into the NCAA regionals next week. So they will take a look. Shouldn't take too long to look at this one, I wouldn't think. Anytime you extend the arm.
I agree. CJ might get banged on this because of that. The contact is one thing, but then when you push off and elevate. Now, if you're CJ Meredith and you're Tim Koenig, you're saying, well, hold on here. That was the second contact. There was Hoffman getting tangled up at the other end before that bit of contact, but what do we know? It's oftentimes the second one in that gets flagged.
Exactly right, and you won't go back and look at that one, so, or you can't go back and look at that one if you didn't call it.
And you can see that it starts here in the backcourt. There's number 11 Hoffman and 22 Meredith and White as they're running up. There's a lot of talking, pointing at Meredith. You see the forearm there from Hoffman. Then we come back here the other end, right outside the three-point line. Shot up. Here comes Meredith with the push and the extend of the arm after the
You can understand the push, but we'll see what they're going to talk about it after looking at it. I like this, though. Let's get it right. Make sure everyone's in agreement as to what we all saw and how we should move on. It is 69-57. Lead is 12. Again, it was 13 at halftime. 6:43 remaining in the contest. Winner comes back tomorrow at 4 to tangle with the top-seeded West Liberty Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers 26-4 now on the season. And Fairmont State would be 26-4.
And what a game that was, the first semifinal of the night. 3 hours plus in that one, double overtime, multiple players for Glenville fouling out in that game, which has really made it difficult as we got into that second overtime. They were just so depleted. That's a short bench anyway for Bob Bolin, and it certainly ended up costing them there at the end.
The foul on number 22 for White has been upgraded to a flagrant foul. Number 11 for Black is going to shoot 2 free throws. Then Concord's going to get the ball on the side.
We're getting pretty good at this.
Yeah, there we go. As we heard right there, upgraded C.J. Meredith to a flagrant 1. Hoffman will shoot the 2 free throws and then get the ball. And again, you can see it. There was the push at the one end that wasn't caught, but then we come the other end. And that's probably the right call on Meredith as you got down at this end with the arm that's extended out of there. I know he's extremely frustrated over on the bench, which I understand that.
And that's where the foul came from, frustration.
Yeah.
Both free throws were made by Brendan Hoffman. Youngster from Charleston, West Virginia, played his high school ball at George Washington for Rick Green, veteran coach.
Important potential swing right here, though, as Drake Carter had hit that 3 to push that lead back to 12. You got it now down to 10. You get a bucket here, you cut it to 7 or 8. Concord still hanging around on this with plenty of time.
And Micah Young, who's had an outstanding game for Concord University, only has 6 points, but boy, he has played extremely well. Controlling that point for Todd Mays Ball Club. Spinning in the lane, and going to have a whistle and the foul on the drive. It's going to be called on Fairmont's Ty Peterson.
Boy, that was a good job by Hanna. As he was knifing through the lane, he kind of got caught up in the air with nowhere to go. He didn't panic, made the pass and avoided the turnover there to keep this possession alive.
So not a shooting foul. Ball comes in to Gigo over on the left side now. Hanna through the lane again. This time a miss but a foul. And shooting 2 will be Anthony Hanna, an 83% free throw shooter. Well,
Yeah,
he's a good college coach.
You see Hanna coming across there. I think they got Carter on the push with the body because he did a nice job of getting his hands up, but they deemed there was some contact on the lower body that affected the shot here. Hanna back to the free throw line.
Boy, if you're an 83% free throw shooter, or let's back up. If you're as good a free throw shooting team as Concord University has been all season long, it's tough to watch the misses.
Yeah, and they had gotten better there in the second half. They were 6 of 7 up to that point. Now they knock it down 7 of 9. So it's gotten better in the second half. But you're right, Fred. Just 9 of 15 on the game from the line for Concord, a nearly 80% free throw shooting team.
6-minute mark of the ball game. And the lead is 10 for Fairmont State. David Jolander out on top. First points of the night for David Jolander, and he was our player of the game in the quarterfinals.
Did you see what he did there? How about the degree of difficulty? He adjusted his mask as he got hit coming around there, adjusted the max, then knocked the 3 down.
Well, you got a C to shoot.
Well, he does. I think that should be worth 4 points, though. Here's Jolander. Watch him come around.
He got bumped.
Mask is knocked off.
He fixes it.
Quick adjustment with the left hand. I'll reset and knock down a big 3.
But the first points, he had 16 points on 7 of 8 shooting last night in the quarterfinals, and that's his first points of the ball game. David Jolander has the ball, 6'6" senior from Stockholm, Sweden. Ray Carter backing in against the defense, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Hanna. Lead is back to 12.
credit Fairmont State here. Concord has been making these mini runs and cut it under 10 a couple of times, but Fairmont's been able to answer almost immediately each time.
Yeah, they take control of what they can control, and they will wait for the good shot. Usually they get it. They don't usually miss a lot from the free throw line, but that time Dre Carter could not get it to fall. And with an opportunity to cut it inside double digits with a three for Concord this time down the floor. Driving to the basket. Oh, missed the easy one. Left it a little short off the left side of the rim.
Yeah, great job by Young. He got all the way in there for the layup and just couldn't get it up and over the rim to finish. Oh, what a pick. Oh!
Ty Peterson was pushed. So 72-60 is our score. 4:50 remaining in our contest.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan. We are here for you.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
Back inside West Banco Arena and going to break, Brad Howell. We had a little action that resulted in a technical foul on Todd May.
Yeah, we had a lot going on there while everybody was away. So let's reset. First of all, a very nearly great pick by Micah Young at midcourt that would have led to a basket likely at the other end. Instead, he's called for a foul. So we're going to have a 1-on-1 situation coming up. In the break, Todd May from Concord protesting the call, ends up getting a technical foul assessed to him. So we'll actually begin this play with Ty Peterson at the line shooting the technical fouls, then we'll shoot the 1-on-1, and then we'll play on from there.
There we go. 72-60. The lead is 12. Make it 13. And to this point, it has been a very even second half. That was the lead at halftime. 13 points, 40-27. So Ty Peterson makes both free throws, and for Concord, as luck would have it, Ty Peterson was the youngster that was fouled, so he will just stay at the line and could possibly pick up 2 more points.
Yeah, credit Concord. We knew they're just so well coached by Todd May. We knew they'd come out and fight here in the second half, and they have as their offense has gotten a lot better. But then credit Fairmont State. They've gotten their offense on track too, shooting nearly 55% here in the second half, which has led to the even score in the second.
And obviously all season long, Fairmont State has been a very good second half shooting team. They proved it last night in the quarterfinals, proving it here again in the semifinals. Jolander Back out on top to Miguel Martinez, and around the perimeter they go. Back again against Diop, and Brendan Hoffman reaches in and gets the tie-up.
Yeah, nice play by Hoffman, similar to what we saw in the first half. Hoffman comes down on the double, swipes, he doubles back down, reaches in, gets the tie-up, and then Diop and Hoffman get tangled just as they did in the first half. And now we got Hoffman getting teed up again, and we said it was coming.
Yeah.
He had been too highly emotional here in the second half, and you figured a technical was coming at some point.
Yeah, I started to say, unlike the first half, they both let go immediately. But Brendan Hoffman is going to be teed up. So here is the tie-up.
Yeah, great defensive play by Hoffman. Just dives down and creates it, and then you're right, they're tied up, but they separate. Everything looked fine. Hoffman sweeps around on the back end here and then gets whistled for the technical foul. Coming up here shortly. You see him right here, and I think what got him is he's looking over at the Fairmont bench, and I think it was perceived that there was some taunting going on of the Fairmont State bench. Hoffman picks up the technical.
So at the free throw line is Ty Peterson, and he's proven he can shoot free throws. He will have another one. So that's 2 technical fouls. One on the head coach and one on one of the players for Concord. And I think there's going to be Brendan Hoffman his night may be finished because coming in is Kamani Wirtz, and he'll be talked. And so they are. Todd May continues the conversation with his youngster, and Brendan Hoffman goes and will take a seat on the bench. 76-62, the lead, 14. For Fairmont State out on top.
His third from the top of the key. He had 6 threes from that spot coming into the game. He's knocked 3 home tonight.
And we're back within 9 as we get closer to the end of this ball game. 4:02 remaining. We're back with the final 4 minutes.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
Big man Boubacar Gigo, you see him there wearing number 25, 13 points, 16 rebounds. He is playing with 4 personal fouls, but he's just a tremendous player that has just improved over the last couple of years. He's a 6'8" junior out of Cleveland, Ohio. He had 24 points, 16 rebounds in the quarterfinals. He's a young man that I think any coach would love to have on their team because he's proven he can do it all. That's taking nothing away from the nice bounce pass he had in the lane.
Agree, and his game has just really grown. What a great job. Credit him for his development. Credit Todd May and his staff. But you look at the 3 years on campus at Concord, went from averaging 2 points a game to 4 points a game to 16.5 this year in the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference, and he's a really impressive athlete.
Inside 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Miguel Martinez pops out and gets another 3 ball. Martinez now with 14 in the ball game.
You know, Fairmont State just so impressive because there's so many different guys that can hurt you. You worry about Dre Carter or Joe Linder, and all of a sudden Martinez bangs home another 3. To say nothing of Zykeus Dobbs and Joey Brown. They've just got multiple guys that can take you on the offensive end.
Yeah, and 2 guys that are really, really talented, like a lot of them. But Jolinder and Ty Peterson, they've combined for 9 points tonight. Well, last night they combined for 22.
What a great pass there by Martinez. Drops it off to Dobbs. Dobbs uses his strength just to bully backwards and get the ball up for the nice layup.
Lead is now 14, 81-67, 3-minute mark of the ball game.
We with his game tonight.
Gigo is unbelievable.
4-3 from the top of the key again after having 6 from that spot coming into the game.
16 points, 16 rebounds for the big kid from Concord University, Boubacar Gigo. Trey Carter with the ball. Picks up the dribble. Kicks the pass to Ty Peterson. Now Peterson has picked up his dribble. The man that usually will bail you out is Zykeus Thomas as the shot clock was going off. Zykeus Dobbs put it through.
Yeah, and we talk about the talent on this team. 9 points for Dobbs, 4 rebounds and 5 assists in the game tonight. Was that a miss by Gigo?
Yes,
you were surprised to see that.
I was shocked to see it, to be quite honest with you. 83-70, 13-point lead, right where we were at halftime. And again, 43 to 43 is how they've scored here in the second half. And we're at the 2-minute mark of the ball game. The way things are going, and 2 minutes is a long time in basketball or any sporting event, really. But if things stay the way they are, it would be number 1 West Liberty against number 2 Fairmont in the men's championship game of the 2026 Mountain East Conference Tournament.
That's potentially a really fun matchup as those two teams split during the regular season with each of them winning 1.
And then 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the women's division, it will be number 1 Glenville State. Well, there's a shocker, Glenville State against number 3, the University of Charleston.
We've seen that matchup on the women's side a number of times.
I remember when a young lady by the last name of Caldwell had only 1 loss on the season. It was to the University of Charleston.
And Kim's certainly gone on to great things, great success down at Marshall after winning a national championship at Glenville. And now, of course, the women's coach at the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, Mountain East Conference basketball. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. When I say Mountain East Conference basketball, Mountain East Conference sports, everyone
in general.
1:45 left in our contest. Backing in is Dre Carter, off glass, nice.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Just multiple guys that can take the ball and score in different ways. Dre Carter certainly one of those.
18 points tonight for Dre Carter. Micah Young. Get it over to Josiah Rickards. His shot won't fall, but Josiah will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, to continue your thought right there, you may have heard of a young man by the name of Joe Mazzulla.
I remember
leading
Joe
the
Mazzulla.
Boston Celtics. They're in the news this week as their MVP, Jason Tatum, made his return from his Achilles injuries last year. How about that for the number 2 seed in the East, getting Jason Tatum back? Mazzulla, of course, former assistant coach at Glenville, former head coach at Fairmont State, former Mountaineer standout.
Yeah, and Joe Mazzulla, of course, played for West Virginia University. And
there he is the most outstanding player of the East Regional, leading West Virginia to a Final Four.
Head coach at Fairmont State. There he is among some of the best in the NBA.
And has won a world championship with one of the most storied franchises in all of sports.
And I would venture to say that this may be his best coaching job yet.
This season?
This season. Without Jason Tatum.
Pretty impressive.
Yes. A minute 20 remaining in our game. 85-72, the lead remains at 13. Boy, I give a lot of credit, and I think you mentioned it earlier, Brad, give a lot of credit to Todd May at Concord University for what they've done in this second half. They fell behind 13 at halftime, and they played this very talented Fairmont State team even in the second half.
Yeah, they haven't quit and didn't think they would, and Todd May's done such a great job. We talked about that Concord championship, Todd May taking over shortly thereafter. And what a success he's been in this tournament. In their 10 appearances under Todd May, they've won a game, at least one game in this tournament, 8 times now, including this year.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier today, and I said, you know what, Todd, I've known you for a long time. You never change. You've looked the same. And he said, I thought we've gotten a little better looking over the years. Yeah, Todd. His 10th year as the head coach at Concord University.
Yeah, again, wonderful coaches in this league all the way up and down.
A minute 9 has another foul. 87-72. The lead is 15 now for Fairmont State. And at the free throw line, Ty Peterson. Right now from the free throw line, Fairmont State is 15 of 21. Concord, 12 of 18. Miguel Martinez, 6'4" grad student, was there 1 year. He's been there 1 year at Fairmont State, and I've heard people talk about him this week while we've been here in Wheeling. One of the nicest kids ever. That they hated, they only had him for 1 year. Inside 1 minute remaining in our ball game, 89-72. And a foul will be called on Josiah Rickards. I would imagine pretty soon you're going to see Todd May say, hey, no more fouls, because this game has been decided. It's just what will the final score be. Coming up immediately when the horn sounds, we will be naming our health plan player of the game.
Got a bunch of options to choose from.
I've already made the selection.
Oh, you already got it?
Yes. I didn't make the selection, but the selection has been made. How's that, huh? I agree with it 100%, though. 50 seconds remaining in the contest, 90-72. The free throws were missed. Driving to the basket, and nice job by Drake Carter to stay away from a foul. You don't want to foul. Yeah, they scored the 2 points, but that's not important. Timeout taken. Concord University will take the timeout. Our health plan player of the game is C.J. Meredith of Fairmont State University. C.J. Meredith, 18-point, 6'6" grad student. He can really shoot.
Yeah, and he added 6 rebounds there, but I thought he was scoring in the first half when he put up 11, and especially early, that really got Fairmont State out of the gate. And he did a really nice job tonight. Talented athlete. We've seen him at Marshall. We've seen him at the University of Charleston. And then here at Fairmont State, one of that handful of guys that can take over the game on the offensive end. I thought he was really good tonight, leading the Falcons in scoring with those 18 points.
It's a kid that will be missed certainly next year by Tim Koenig at Fairmont State University. Ty Peterson is a senior. David Jolander is a senior. Renee Diop is a senior. Miguel Martinez, a grad student.
Well, make no mistake about it, as we talk about great coaches in the league. How about Tim Koenig's ability to recruit? And I was just about to say, as the screen flashes here, they've always done a great job of getting guys at Fairmont State. Started with Jared Calhoun there, doing a wonderful job of getting that program to the national championship. He's gone on to win at Youngstown State and having a great year out at Utah State. He'll be in the NCAA tournament coming up in just his second year out there with the Aggies. So this program for Fairmont State, when it goes from Calhoun to Joe Mazzulla to Tim Koenig, there's one thing you know for sure: they're going to get some talent in there to wear the maroon.
This conference with Reed Amos as the commissioner has just continued to grow and grow and grow. They're adding Shawnee State next year. That will be a great addition to this basketball.
Point Park, a recent addition to this league as well.
So a lot of great teams, a lot of great players, a lot of great coaches. And if you've never checked out this Mountain East Conference tournament, do yourself a favor. Either be here on Sunday afternoon and watch the championships, or make sure you make plans to be here next year. So at the free throw line to the left, Joey Brown for Fairmont State with 44 seconds remaining. 91-74.
We had a quick appearance there by number 14 for Concord, John Gabbert. Goes by the nickname of Goose. Goose Gabbert just made his appearance.
Well, when you have a radio announcer by the name of Soup, why not? You ever had any goose soup?
I have not.
Nor have I. Don't think I want any, to be honest with you. Shot missed, and the rebound pulled down, and no fouls, and this one is going to be over. The shot clock is about a half second different. So, do you even try and make a shot?
No.
No, I don't think so either. You don't even want the shot to be made.
But Joey Brown probably doesn't want the turnover on his record right here either.
Well, there's the shot clock with 1.3 seconds remaining in our ball game, and no fouls, get the ball in play, and that will be it. And the number 2 seed, Fairmont State University, will meet up with the number 1 seed, West Liberty, tomorrow afternoon. Our final score, Fairmont State University 91, Concord University 74. The 2026 Mountain East Conference Basketball Championships presented by the Health Plan, a presentation of MetroNews, the voice of West Virginia. Special thanks to Brad Howell.